Okay, this is a book about muscles and bones. It's called How Muscles and Bones Hold You Up, a book about models. So this is going to show us some different models in science that we can use. You can see muscles here in this arm and some bones in this leg. This is by Marcia S. Freeman. Here's our table of contents. We can use this to pick out different pages. If we want to talk about the skeleton, we'll go to page 4. We have our glossary, our index in the back of the page, in the back of the book. All right, here we go. Let's begin. Our skeleton. Have you ever seen the wooden framework of a house? Our body has a framework too. It is made of bones. So if you've ever seen a house being built, it starts out with a wooden frame, made concrete, and that's what's inside. That's the structure, almost like the skeleton of the house. But unlike a wooden frame, our bones are not nailed or bolted together. Ligaments, muscles, and tendons hold our bones together. Ooh. Ligaments attach one bone to another. Ligaments are like pieces of stiff elastic that can stretch a little when the bones move. Here's our skull. Muscle is the red part, and the ligaments are right here. Muscle, bone, ligament. A replica model. This is skeleton, what our skeleton looks like. How can we learn what our bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments look like and do? One way is to study a model. A model represents things that are difficult to see or measure. Often we see models in things like planets for outer space, because we can't really go out there and look at the planets, so they build models. A plastic model of our skeleton shows how our bones are arranged. It is a replica of our framework. So a replica is exactly like the thing that it's showing. So this is a replica of our framework of our bones. This is what a joint looks like. Bones are connected at joints. Some joints are like door hinges. So that's what helps things like our knee and our elbow move. Some joints have a ball and a socket arrangement. Ball and socket joints let us move our legs and arms forward and back or in a big circle. If you try to rotate your arm around, that's how you use the ball and socket joint. Ooh, the spine. You can see your spine down here. It runs from the top of your head all the way down to your butt. The bones in our back, the vertebrae, are stacked with a soft cushion-like disc between each bone. This arrangement lets us twist and bend. So her vertebrae are moving all around. They're stacked with a soft cushion-like disc. Muscles and tendons let us move. Ligaments hold our bones together, but muscles make our bones move. Here we see the skeleton, and here are the muscles and tendons. Without the work of our muscles, we would be a pile of bones and a bag of skin. Ew. Okay. Muscles are attached to our bones by tendons. If you eat a chicken leg, you can see tendons and muscles. Notice how the leg muscle, the meat, ends in a whitish, rubbery band. That is the tendon that attaches the leg muscle to the leg bone. A representative model. How do muscles move our bones? We can construct a model to show how our muscles and bones work together. This model of an elbow shows how our arm bends. It shows how we can lift something. It is a representational model. So this is not our elbow, obviously, but it represents how our elbow works. So you can see our bicep and our elbow. It looks just like yours. If you take a look at your elbow, it's very similar. It represents that. Squeezing a balloon represents what happens when you contract or flex your biceps and biceps muscle. Now relax your arm and notice what happens to your muscle. Models help us figure out what things look like and how things work. So here's a model of the inside of the human body. You can see our lungs here, our heart, our stomach, and the rest of our digestive tract. Here's the glossary. So if we wanted to find out what these words mean, we can look here in the glossary. Biceps, one of the main muscles of the upper arm. Disc, a flat round object. Hinges, jointed or flexible devices that allow the turning of a part, such as a door or lid. Socket, a hollow into which a part fits. And a replica is a copy or reproduction. And our index. So if I wanted to look for ligaments, I would go to page 5, 6, 7, 8, or 14. And if you're interested in more of this, you can check out some of these books or these websites. And about our authors here. Right. And the end of the book.